Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Teresa Conroy-Roth, and I'm here with Justin Browder. This is the Lightning Leadership Series, and I am so excited to have Justin as a guest. Justin is the CEO of AXIA Consulting, a longtime friend and mentor, and overall great guy. So, Justin, thank you so much for being on the show.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you. So, one of the questions I have is, what was your Zap moment? A friend of mine recently called me out on it and said, Teresa, love the series, love the energy and the content. But was there ever a time that you had a Zap moment? What would your Zap moment in leadership be?
Can I cheat and say I had a series of Zap moments? I know lightning doesn't strike twice, but I'm gonna cheat right off the bat.
Okay.
I think looking back, I had a series of Zap moments that started with when I learned about servant leadership.
Nice.
When I learned about servant leadership, I saw maybe for the first time that just being a helper and supporter of a team was a version of leadership that really resonated with me. And I think hearing about that the first time and then seeing it in action with other leaders made it real for me. And I think that's the closest thing I have where I could see myself doing that and wanting to do that. In a way that I hadn't prior.
Awesome.
How about you? Do you have one?
Yeah, that's a
can
great.
Can I ask the host questions? Is that allowed?
You can.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, I had my Zap moment called out for me not that long ago. I had reconnected with my first grade teacher. I know, on Facebook, not that long ago. And she says, she sent me a little note and she said, I have a great Teresa story. And I was like, oh my gosh, what was it? And she said, well, you were memorable because it was my first class that she'd graduated from college. And this was for her first class that she was teaching or her cohort, right? And she said, I remember a Teresa in the hallway in first grade, in the hallway trying to get kids to line up correctly. And she said she came out of the room and you were, working with the kids to get them in a straight line. And she said, I said, Teresa, what are you doing? And she said something like, well, when I get to be a teacher, I'm going to know how to do these things. And so I'm just helping you now. And she said, she laughed hysterically. And then she said, carry on, do what you need to do, Teresa. And I started howling. I mean, you come back a certain point in time, 40 or whatever years later, I'm not dating myself. And you just kind of giggle that someone else called you out on being a helper, being a student leader. But it was one of those moments where even at, 7?
Seven, right? you had the traits. That's fantastic.
Traits. But there you go. So let's talk about Herb Kelleher and Southwest Airlines. Yeah. He really liked his whiskey. Really liked the cigarettes. Really was just a servant leader. He was obviously co-founder of Southwest Airlines, which is now, I believe, a $26 billion company.
They're doing okay.
They're doing just fine. Tell me what was so inspiring to you about her.
I have always found his nuggets of wisdom to be inspiring for very different reasons, but I think that he has the ability to distill some lessons for me. And so for lightning leadership, so that I don't drone on, I grabbed 3.
Okay.
You want to hear my big 3?
I would love to hear your big 3.
Okay, here's my 3. Number 1, your people come first. And if you treat them right, they'll treat the customers right.
Amen.
So I help lead AXIA. We're in a services business. We're in consulting. And ultimately what we're trying to do is help our customers, our clients succeed. And it turns out that's the last domino of dominoes that fall before it. Right. And so what we want to do is establish a culture and an environment where our people feel like they are treated right and fair and they're challenged so that they can go treat their customers well. It's so simple. And this is why I'm attracted to his quotes. It seems so simple, but to put it in action is pretty great.
Yeah. And I think they get it, right? There's an energy, there's a caring, you're delivering results, but they're people first, right? And so if you put people first in your organization, good things will follow and they'll know. Right? They'll live the values.
And so much of the conversation around people is around attracting recruits and retention of people. And that is all true. but people don't often think about the end result, which is, hey, it leads to great outcomes for your customers.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay,
All right.
what's number 2?
Nugget 2, related. If you create an environment where the people truly participate, you don't need control. They know what needs done.
Yep.
They do it.
Oh my goodness, we see that every day.
We see it every day. And I think it is a corollary to the first one that we talked about, right? If you bring in really smart people and you create an environment where they're empowered and engaged and can go do their thing, great things happen. And I think that is not only more effective, but I want to work there. I don't want to work at a place where you feel like it's this command and control situation where you're just trying to brute force all the answers.
Amen. I love it. Which leads us to the third one, which happens to be my favorite. For those of you that have watched previous episodes, my catchword, my mantra for 2024 has been try. With an exclamation point. I have to say that. Try. With an exclamation point, right? It's the truth, right? One word, big meanings, big impact. Tell me number 3.
Okay, number 3. We have a strategic plan. It's called doing things.
Yep.
And I think our industry is around technology, and strategy and strategic thinking and strategic planning has this aspect of glamour. Everybody's like, oh, I want to be in a room and I want to think. And it just sounds really important. But I think that there's a time for that, right? I'm not excusing that, oh, let's go move fast and break things. I don't think that is the method. But another place I'll borrow from is Amazon. I don't know if you've heard of one-way door decisions and two-way door decisions.
No, tell me.
One-way door decision is you make a decision and you can't go back.
Ooh, okay.
Two-way door decision, you make a decision and you can go back.
Okay.
Maybe with some pain. So I think if you're addressing a one-way door decision, those are more rare. Strategic, think your heart out, right? Build a strategy, think through it, analyze it, plan. That's the right thing to do. Often we are really spending time admiring two-way door decisions, when I think if we just move, there's another quote I love. It's chance favors those in motion.
Yes.
Move, learn, get better, and keep moving.
I love it. Thank you so much. Just great advice. Love the two-way door scenario. I'm going to use that one and maybe even do a whole episode on it. That's
excellent.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. For those of us following along on LinkedIn, please feel free to like or repost. For those of us on YouTube, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's all good. Justin Browder, AXIA Consulting, thank you again. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate you, your leadership, your drive, your energy. You are just the best.
And thanks for doing these. These have been fantastic.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.
You too.
Yay. Thank you.